insight.
It's great to be here. I hear you've been battling the January wind chill this week.
I have. Meanwhile, you've been in your suspiciously warm basement, I take it.
You know it. Just me, the archives, and this really fascinating material.
You and your legendary filing system, it's freezing out, but honestly, this deep dive subject is enough to warm anyone up.
Oh.
It feels like we're decoding an entirely new planet.
Absolutely. The sources provided today, they map out a whole new social reality that has just, well, it's coalesced so rapidly in 2026.
So our mission today for you, the listener, is to really understand 3 fundamental pillars of this new digital landscape.
Right.
First, the total linguistic chaos of youth slang. Then the death of Google as we know it, as the web's front door.
And finally, the rise of virtual reality as the new neighborhood bar.
Exactly. Let's unpack all this and provide the context for why these shifts matter right now.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's just dive in. We have to start with the language. What do you do when you hear a phrase like, that's so skibidi, you're literally a Sigma?
Right.
I mean, what is brain rot, and are the kids okay?
They're perfectly fine. They're just speaking the language of sophisticated irony.
Sophisticated irony.
Yeah, the term brain rot slang basically describes that feeling of being mentally, numbed by all the repetitive, absurd digital content we see.
And this isn't just a meme. The sources say this is a recognized thing.
A huge thing. Remember, brain rot was the Oxford Word of the Year back in 2024.
Wow.
Yeah, that signals just how deep this feeling of digital overload really goes.
So, okay, they know they're speaking nonsense.
Precisely. It's completely intentional. It's a push toward the absurd.
As a reaction to what?
As a reaction to digital overload, to being exposed to just way too much perfect content, perfect influencers, perfect lives. This is the opposite.
Let's get into some of the words. Skibidi. It comes from that viral YouTube series, Skibidi Toilet. How does that become a word people use?
Well, it's become this incredibly flexible filler word. It can mean good, bad, evil, or just plain weird. It depends entirely on your tone.
The sources had that great analogy. It's like the Smurfs.
Exactly like the Smurfs.
They use the word Smurf for everything, a noun, a verb, an adjective, and you just had to get it from context.
That's it. Because the origin is so ridiculous, the word itself has no inherent meaning, so you can just pour any intention you want into it.
And then there's Sigma. Now, that word used to mean something very different, right? Like a lone wolf male type.
It did. But it's been completely shifted. Now it just means cool or stoic.
So if someone does something impressive,
they're a Sigma. The old meaning has been totally stripped away. It's just a general term of approval now.
So here's where it gets really interesting for me. Why this strange exclusivity? Why create a language that's designed to keep people out?
Because it serves as a generational handshake.
A handshake, yeah.
If you understand the slang, it means you are in. If you don't get it or you try too hard, you're mid or a normie.
So it's a social filter.
It's the ultimate social filter. It's intentionally unproductive.
Yeah.
It's a vacation for the brain. A way to push back against this world of constant efficiency and optimization.
A digital vacation. I like that. Okay, so while the younger generations are building these linguistic clubs, everyone else is struggling because the foundational way we find information has completely flipped.
That's right.
We are officially in the post-search era.
This is probably the biggest economic shift of 2026. For, 2 decades, Google was the world's library.
The front door to everything.
And now, users, like a 19-year-old looking for a new restaurant or even how to fix a faucet, they just go straight to TikTok or YouTube Shorts. They're bypassing the search bar completely.
So what's the crux of this shift? Why is video beating the good old blue links?
It comes down to 2 things, really. The first is social proof and trust.
Okay.
A Google search gives you an ad-heavy website. TikTok gives you a human showing their face, showing you the actual result. It feels more real.
So users want this authentic discovery that happens in the scroll.
Exactly. It feels like they found it, even if an algorithm served it to them. It feels more human.
And what's the other driver?
The other driver is AI, the AI synthesis factor.
You mean tools like Gemini or ChatGPT?
Precisely. Users are asking those tools to synthesize answers for them. So the whole paradigm is shifting from search, where you click 5 links and figure it out yourself,
to synthesis.
To synthesis, where you just get the distilled answer in 10 seconds.
So what does this all mean for businesses? For visibility? If no one's using the old search, how do you get found?
This is where SEO comes in, social search optimization.
This SEO.
And visibility now depends on auditory signals.
Meaning the actual keywords you say in the video.
Yes. The algorithm hears your video and indexes it based on what you say. So for example, saying best budget running shoes out loud, that becomes the new metadata.
Wow.
In 2026, your voice is your SEO.
That's a fundamental change. Okay, so we've covered how we talk and how we learn. Now let's talk about where we hang out. The sources are pretty clear that the physical third place, the cafe, the park, it's expensive, it's disappearing.
And it's being replaced by headsets.
Right. VR social hubs.
And what's so fascinating here is that platforms like VR Chat and Meta Horizon Worlds are now established digital third places, or DTPs.
And this is not just for gamers anymore.
Oh, not at all. We see business networking, book clubs, even underground dance parties, all happening in VR now.
But can a digital space, can it really replicate the social connection of a physical cafe? That's the big question.
Well, it doesn't replace it. It augments it.
Augments how?
In a physical place, you are limited by geography, right?
Of course.
In a VR social hub, you get what's called social presence without the physical limit. You can be in a rainy jazz cafe with people from Tokyo and Berlin at the same time.
Which leads to this idea of hybrid reality.
Exactly. Physical spaces like libraries, they're adapting. They're becoming immersive hubs.
So you can go to your local library and borrow a headset to access one of these DTPs.
That's the model. It makes it accessible. And this raises an important point. This whole shift is fighting the loneliness crisis of the 2020s through something called spatial socializing.
Spatial socializing.
When you see your friend's avatar nod or turn to look at you, your brain processes that interaction almost exactly like a face-to-face meeting. It feels real.
That's incredible. If we connect all this to the bigger picture then, we've just seen three massive pillars of society, language, knowledge, and community all become decentralized, ironic, and spatial in, what, a single year?
It's been an incredibly rapid transformation.
We've gone from structure to the absurd, from text to authentic video, and from physical proximity to shared digital space.
And understanding those three shifts gives you a serious shortcut to really grasping the complex reality of 2026.
Remember, the goal of this deep dive was to provide you with those nuggets of knowledge to navigate this change quickly and thoroughly.
We hope this information gives you the context you need, whether you're debating slang with a teenager or redesigning your company's entire SEO strategy.
So here's a final thought to leave you with. Since our sources showed that brain rot slang is defined by being intentionally unproductive, and our search habits are now driven by a quest for authentic discovery, what new fundamental societal value beyond productivity or authenticity will the digital world seek to redefine next? Go mull on that.